Tonight, a stunning finding by our Project Baltimore team.
Chris Papps has learned taxpayers in 2024 gave Maryland Public Schools hundreds of millions of dollars to educate students whose whereabouts were unknown.
Maryland Public Schools right now are busy, not just educating students, but counting them. In Maryland, most of a school's funding is based on the number of students enrolled on September 30th. The students counted on that one day largely determines a school's funding the following year. But a Project Baltimore investigation is raising serious questions about that process. We've learned in 2024, taxpayers gave hundreds of millions of dollars to schools to educate students who could not be found.
This is very concerning.
State Delegate Kathy Schlager represents Baltimore County. She's also a former public school teacher.
We need to do something to stop this problem.
In total, in 2024, more than 891,000 Maryland students were counted on September 30th. Throughout the year, according to the Maryland State Department of Education, about 14,500 students unenrolled in grades 7 through 12. The documented reasons students unenrolled range from illness to employment, but the biggest category by far is whereabouts unknown. Look at that number. Nearly 11,000 students were unenrolled because the school could not find them. But since the students were enrolled on paper on September 30th, the schools received your money to educate them for the entire year.
They don't even know where these kids are. Are they safe? Are there safety risks for these kids? Is it fraud?
According to state data, Maryland schools in 2024 received nearly $20,000 per student, meaning local and state taxpayers gave public schools statewide around $219 million in just 1 year to educate students whose whereabouts were unknown. And that amount does not include federal funding.
It's unacceptable for taxpayers' money to go for students that are knowingly not in the school system.
Funding missing students in Maryland is not a new problem. Project Baltimore first reported on the issue in 2021. But it is a problem that's getting much worse. In 2019, 6 years ago, the state reported just about 6,100 students whose whereabouts were unknown. Every year since, the number has increased.
Why are they continuing to increase the number of students they're putting in the category of whereabouts unknown to receive funding for students that clearly do not attend school?
Following our reporting on missing students in 2021, Carroll County Delegate April Rose introduced legislation to count students 4 times a year to increase accuracy. Opponents, such as the teachers union, said the bill overcomplicates a data snapshot that is intended to ensure adequate funding for schools.
There needs to be some course correction. Last year, the Maryland General Assembly passed the largest tax increases in the history of our state. And we're being told this is for education.
After speaking with Project Baltimore, Schlager sent these letters to Rick Henry, the Maryland Inspector General for Education, and Maryland Representative Andy Harris, requesting state and federal investigations into the funding of students who cannot be located. We'll keep you posted on any response. The data tell us the number of students whose whereabouts unknown has drastically increased. But why is this happening? And should taxpayers continue to pay to educate students who cannot be found? We plan to attend Tuesday's State Board of Education meeting in Baltimore, and we will ask those questions to Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carrie Wright. We'll keep you posted. I'm Chris Papst, and this is Project Baltimore.